My girlfriend and her mom slowly took over my life through subtle guilt, gaslighting, and manipulation. Little did I know they had a more insidious plan in store for me. When I met my girlfriend, let's call her Ava, she felt like a breath of fresh air. She was warm, funny, and a little quirky in a Pinterest core kind of way. Always baking something, always organizing things into cute jars, always lighting candles. She had a soft voice and even softer eyes, the kind of person people instinctively trust. And I fell hard. But I didn't realize until much later that people like Ava can be hard to really know, because everything looks perfect until it isn't. Ava's mom, I'll call her Marianne, is one of those super sweet but always watching types. When we first met, she baked me a pie. No joke. Said she was just so happy Ava found someone who listens. I thought that was a weird comment at the time, but I brushed it off. Over time, I noticed she always had a way of framing things just so. Like, don't worry, I always make Ava's favorite chili when she's sad. She needs her comforts. You're not upset, are you? That wouldn't be very kind. Everything was wrapped in sugar, but it had sharp corners. About 6 months into our relationship, Ava asked if Marianne could stay with us for a few days while her place was getting fumigated. That turned into 3 weeks. She cleaned obsessively, rearranged our kitchen without asking, woke up at 6 a.m. to vacuum. Once, I walked into the bathroom and found my razors gone and replaced with a note that said, "Didn't look sanitary, bought you new ones." I brought it up to Ava. She said, "It's just how she is. She's trying to help." Marianne started commenting on how tense I seemed. "Are you okay, honey? You've been really quiet. You don't seem very happy. Are you sure this relationship works?" For you, she'd say these things only when Ava wasn't around. And when I told Ava, she'd say, "You must be misinterpreting." I started doubting myself. Anytime I tried to set a boundary, Ava would get incredibly emotional. When I told her I didn't feel comfortable with Marianne reorganizing the house, she cried, not yelled, not argued, sobbed. She said I must not like her family. Said, "You're the only person who's ever made me feel safe, and now I feel like you don't want my mom around." I found myself apologizing, even when I wasn't sure what I'd done wrong. After Marianne finally left, she started texting me directly with little favors. Could I pick up a package from her porch? Could I help her get a new phone set up? Could I just take a quick look at her router? I didn't want to be rude, so I did it. But then Ava would say things like, "She really appreciates you. She told me she's never trusted anyone like this before." It stopped feeling like helping. It started feeling like grooming. Chapter 7. The How Could You Blow Up. The first time I really pushed back was over something simple. Marianne wanted to come to a birthday dinner I was planning for Ava, and I said I wanted it to be just us. Ava lost it. She didn't shout. She shut down completely. She said, "I guess I just thought you understood how close we are. But maybe you don't. See me the way I thought you did." It worked. I caved. Marianne came. She gave Ava a diamond necklace. I gave her a leather journal. Guess which one got more praise? I suggested couples therapy. Ava said yes. I felt hopeful. At our first session, she presented herself like a saint. Calm, measured, victim of a boyfriend who has anger issues and doesn't respect her support system. I told the therapist I felt like I was losing my sense of reality, that I kept second-guessing my feelings. The therapist, bless her, asked Ava if she ever considered boundaries with her mom. Ava laughed. "My mom is my best friend. I don't need boundaries with her." A few nights ago, Ava left her laptop open. An email was on the screen, to her mom. "I know he's being distant again. I think he's about to blow. You were right. He hates how close we are. I'll stay calm, like you said. It's working." It's working. I read it 10 times. There it was. My sanity in writing. Proof that they were, knowingly or not, managing me. I haven't said anything yet. About the email, about how I feel like I'm not even a person. In this relationship, I'm just a character in their narrative. I'm writing this now because I feel like I need someone to tell me I'm not crazy. I don't know what's real anymore. I used to think Ava was the kindest person I'd ever met. Now I think she might be the most quietly manipulative. I finally brought up the email. I kept it calm. Said I accidentally saw it, that I wasn't snooping, and that I just wanted to talk. Ava went pale, then defensive. You invaded my privacy. That email wasn't meant for you. You twisted it, I said. So you're not trying to manipulate me with your mom? She said, I'm trying to cope. You have no idea what it's like to have someone question your relationship with your own mother. We didn't resolve anything. That night she slept on the couch, by choice, like I was the one who needed space. After our argument, Marianne sent me a text. Just checking in, sweetie. I know things got heated. Remember to breathe. Ava loves you even when she forgets how to show it. Maybe you could try journaling? Journaling. This woman was emotionally paper-cutting me and then handing me a Band-Aid with a smile. I didn't respond. We stopped seeing my friends. Every time I brought up meeting them for dinner or having them over, Ava would say things like, I'm just feeling anxious lately. I don't want to put on a fake face. Let's just do something low-key, just us. It didn't click at first, but I realized she never said no to her mom, only to me. Her mom could drop in at any hour and ask for anything. No friction. Me? I had to earn alone time, earn affection, and earn space. I started documenting things. Notebooks, notes in my phone, little things Ava would say, then deny saying later. One example. She told me to cancel a dinner plan with my brother because she wasn't feeling social. When I brought it up later, she said, I never told you to cancel. You chose to. That was the night I seriously Googled emotional gaslighting in relationships. I felt sick. For my birthday, Ava forgot to plan anything. She said, work had been hectic. She meant to do something, and maybe we could do a belated dinner. Meanwhile, the week before, she helped plan Marianne's entire garden-themed brunch. Custom cookies, floral centerpieces, even hired a photographer. I told her I was hurt. She said, it's just a day, you're not that sentimental. She used my own personality as a weapon. A friend of mine, bless him, asked if I wanted to crash at his place for a weekend, just to reset. I said no at first, then changed my mind. The break helped. I looked at my finances, and that's when I noticed Ava had been dipping into our joint account. Small amounts, always labeled household, but she wasn't buying groceries or stuff for the house. She was sending money to her, mom, hundreds, over the course of the year. Not a lot, each time, but it added up. I didn't say anything. Yet, I needed a plan. I found a therapist for myself, told her everything. She sat quietly, then said, you are in a codependent, emotionally manipulative relationship with someone whose identity is enmeshed with her mother. That word, enmeshed, hit me like a truck. It finally explained the weirdness, the guilt, and the constant sense that I was intruding in my own relationship. She said Ava wouldn't change unless she wanted to, and that I couldn't save someone who didn't think anything was broken. I started looking at apartments. I made a list of what I'd need to take, started slowly collecting my things, not packing, just staging. I opened a separate bank account, moved my paycheck, still said nothing, still played the part. I smiled, nodded, and cooked dinner. I was done, but I wasn't gone yet. I was trying to leave gently. Marianne called Ava crying one night. She had locked herself out. It was 11 p.m. Ava asked me to drive her over to help her mom. I said, can she call a locksmith? Ava looked at me like I'd asked her to abandon a baby in the woods. We fought in the car. She called me cold, distant, said, you're not the man I fell in love with, and I finally said it. I don't think I ever knew the man you claim to love, because you've never once made space for him. She cried. I didn't. I dropped her off, drove away, and didn't come back. That's where I am now. Typing this on a borrowed laptop, on a couch surrounded by moving boxes and half-empty water bottles, Ava has texted, called, said I'm abandoning her, that she can't believe I'd give up on us like this. She still doesn't get it. Didn't give up. I was pushed out, slowly, strategically, with a smile and a just checking in text from her mom every step of the way. I'm not proud, I'm not okay, but I'm out. And for now, that's enough.